Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are having a look at Planetbase. This game's been around for a little bit, but I got it in the Steam Summer sales because I've had it on my wish list for a very long time. So basically what it is you land on a base with a land on a planet with a certain amount of resources, and you have to start evolving and growing your base and making sure you've got enough oxygen and water and electricity and food to keep your whole colony going and expanding. So why don't we just jump straight into a new one? So you need to unlock milestones to unlock different planets. I did have a practice run just to make sure I knew what I was talking about when I started this, so we didn't just go off and get a bit confused. So we're looking for a nice area to plop our base down. I think over here looks pretty nice. I think about there. Let's call this... Oh, damn, my thing is all on caps. Tricky's Base 1, shall we? Let's get that in there. We can start colonizing this area and start looking at things. So what have we got? Medium-sized planet, thick CO2, potential partial protection from meteors and solar flares. Okay, so high solar powers, high wind turbines. There's going to be a high risk of sandstorms and a low risk of meteors. So let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Press any key. Okay, so this is us. It looks like we're in a nice little section here. Let's have a look. So our guys will start deploying out first, as they always do. Okay, come on guys. Right, so you got mechanics, doctors, engineers. Then you got robots. One's a picker-upper, one's a worker bit. So we got biologists, workers, a construction bot, a carrying bot, and a medic. Okay, so we need to, for one, we need to build an oxygen generator. So let's have a look around our surroundings. Alright, so we've got a lot of stone areas here. So we might want to put this over here. And then we can expand the base out that way. So we also want an airlock connected to that. And that needs to be connected up. And then we also need, that's a base pad, we need solar panels. So they're always pretty decent to have. We're going to need a big one for this. I think we've got enough resources for this. You're also going to need some water. Let's get ourselves a nice big one for that as well. And then we are also going to need a battery. Because if you don't have these, then nothing works. So you need water, you need electricity, you need a battery pack for the nights because... Oh, we need a wind... Do we put a wind turbine in? No, requires a solar panel. Okay. Right, so this is our little oxygen generator here. How much resources have we got left, actually? I think we can speed this up. Yeah, we don't need to learn about those. Yeah, we should speed the game up a bit. Okay, so these need water now to produce oxygen. So you can see there's no oxygen being produced here, and it's now running out of oxygen. It's going critical. So now it should start. There we go. Now we've got oxygen, so guys can get inside, so we're not dying and stuff like that. So what we can actually do, you can deconstruct these as well, the colony ships. But what we can do now is, next thing is to have a canteen. Let's just have a standard sized canteen for now. And then from a canteen we're going to need a dorm. A dorm is a end of the line sort of system, so you need to be able to build it in an area that you don't want anything else connecting to it. So yeah, electricity seems to be going okay as well. So let's just take off the tops of these. So we now have a canteen. So let us... we do need a meal maker in here. We need a nice table for people. Let's give them a drinking fountain. They can sit there and watch some TV. A nice decorative plant is always nice as well. So that's good. So we should have that stuff in there. We've got a dorm back here now, so we can start putting some beds in. We have got a fair few people, so it would be pretty decent to have enough beds for everyone. I think that should be good enough. That should have enough beds there. So yeah, it's a bit of a survival reached. Okay, so one day after landing, your people were still alive. Okay, so that's good, guys. We've why can't I come out of this? Ah, okay, enter. Yeah, so we've reached survival. These guys apparently need water, but the drinking fountain hasn't been built yet, that's why. So yeah, you got all these sort of things, but now you need to start looking at food. So a biodome will be useful. Let's build that off from here. You also want to spread things out, because I know it's a low risk of meteors on this planet, but it could still happen. Yeah, just like over there. See, one just crashed over there. It could hit your base. And if you have things clustered together, it's more likely to hit right and like that. It's not a low chance. That was 2. Literally just in 2 seconds. Like, someone's lying to me here. So yeah, that's going to be the food center. So these guys are doing pretty well, actually. So we're full on power, so we don't need anything else. Wind is good for night as well, because solar, of course, only works during the day. Water seems to be... Water grid consumes 1.75 and produces 7.4. So our water grid seems to be pretty decent at the moment. This is the biodome. Okay, so we need some potatoes. We need for starch. We need some medicinal pads for that. Oh, we can even have... That's new. I didn't know that was there before. And what have we got? Onions are good to eat. Tomatoes. Fast production, high maintenance. Fast production, high maintenance. Slow production. You should recycle your corn. That was close. Oh yes, you can recycle this as well. You get a lot more resources. So you need to make sure your botanists and stuff start looking after this stuff, because this is your food. Base maintenance. Yeah, I don't need to look at that at the moment. So there's a security, there's a control center. We can have a bar, we can have a multi-dome. Production, lab, storage. Is there not? So we've got a signpost. Okay, like we need that. Thunderstorms, pyramid, radio antenna, monolith, mine. Okay, so we could do with a mine. Let's put it there, and then power it through that. So you need people to work in the mine to gather resources, so you can use the processing plant. Let's connect it that way. I think the eatery should be like your main hub. I think that sounds like a good idea. How are we doing on resources? That's a quick save. Base management. Let's have a look. Charts. No. Grids. Fine. Stats. Okay, so is there not a way of plugging that to the top? Ah, I can have that like that. Okay. So we've got still some metal. We've got some bioplastics. Medical's okay. Spares are okay. Meals seem to be fine. So that's okay. We've got some maintenance needing to go on over here. But we're building a lab, so that should be fine. Processing plant. So we need to build one of you and one of you to start off with. We don't want to expand too much. That does use up quite a lot of resources. So now we have starch. We can either turn that into food. So this will consume vegetables or viro meat to make a meal. So when things are gathered, so when there's like vegetables there that have been now put into here, see, it's now going to make us a meal. So there's now a meal in there, and this is just going to constantly be making food for our guys. There's 3 meals there. So there's some salads. So it's not a big variety, but at the moment it's keeping them going, hopefully. Because if you have too much going on, you need more things, more places. Facilities create processed goods from basic resources. So what do we actually need? A sick bay would be very handy to have. Let's have a sick bay over here. Let's have that connected off the oxygen supply. Okay, so resources. So over here we should have people working. So we've got our miner out there at the moment. So he will be gathering ores, and then ores I think get put into here. No, that's starch into here, and that gets turned into metal. So we should be able to tick over nicely with this, I'm hoping. So there's some medicinals. So hopefully that will go into our sick bay. I was about to say medical bay, but it's pretty much the same thing, isn't it, really? I do like those as well. So we're going to put a bed in. Let's put a couple in just in case of emergencies. And let's put a sick bay cabinet in like that as well. So we can treat 2 people at the same time, and then there's also a place for us to keep our medical supplies. So that's okay. We seem to be doing okay. Everything seems to be in some sort of way okay. We haven't like messed things up yet. So I'm thinking, what about a storage area? Let's put that out of the way over here. Storage area is quite nice, then people don't have to keep changing and going outside and taking forever to do things. Like they can just go straight outside then, and then that's things just sorted. So storage would be nice and easy. Are you broken down? Oh, he's very poor, he's KO. So I need a maintenance guy out there, hopefully sometime soon. There we go, he's going to be fixing our little robot there. So storage has been built. We just need our little robot to come and build this outside facility as well. Which is good, guys. We're actually progressing quite well right now. Built quite a lot of things. Oxygen supply is low. Are you not hacking it anymore? For approximately 30 people. Okay. But I'm assuming because we keep building more and more facilities, the oxygen is going to go down, isn't it? It's just going to... Because it's got to fill so many more areas, I would assume. So a factory might be good. Facilities to produce medical supplies and also grow synthetic meat. Let's have a factory then. Let's have that off the processing plant. We're running low on bioplastics. So we might need to have to build another one of these. Because doesn't look like we have enough starch being produced. You're doing medicinals, you're doing veg, you're doing veg. You're very bad at producing starch. So it could be I need to produce another one of these. Now, do I have enough for one of those? I have one free bioplastic, really? Wow. Okay, so starch is desperately a priority at the moment, I think. Manufacturing limits. Okay. Well, it's taking a while to fill that one up. So what have we got? We can make spares. We can make semiconductors. We can make guns. All right, so we don't really need any of that right now. Whereas what are these using to be repaired? There'd be spares, wouldn't they? So I need you to make... I need always 4 spares. Sounds good to me. And if I put you in there, that way we've got enough stuff going on. Because steel we're okay with and we can make that easy. It's the starch that's the problem. Can I build another biodome? 2 to 7. Oh wow, that's a huge biodome. I should have done that one first. I need the starch, so that's the problem. So I can build one there. But then what do these cost? Okay. So maybe I should have gone for a rice pad or a wheat pad. They seem to be pretty decent at what they do. So I don't think I have anything else making starch. No. Okay, right. So let's build that facility anyway. That way it's done. What's the next one? Next one's 5. Next one's 7. Ah, but then that costs... Oh no, that costs even more to just connect it, doesn't it? So I need this to produce some starch just so I can build this place. Okay, so this is slowly going through. Spares are being kept as they are. That seems to be good. Medicinals are okay. Bioplastic's gone down. We've got a bit of starch, that might help. What can I build in other in here? Semiconductors. What needs semiconductors? Question. Components. Semiconductors. Semiconductors. For bots. Okay. Right. So we don't need that. Bioplastics. We need starch. That's fine. So that's stuff we can all hack with, can't we, really? Like, that's pending a resource, that's not. So that starch should hopefully being made in a minute. Yay! You're making starch! Right, we need like a constant supply of this stuff, don't we? Why is there still stuff outside? Is this full? No. Plus that's medical. If you put that outside, guys, it's just going to deteriorate. That's why I built you a cabinet for it. Oh, you can only fit 4 in there. Okay. I can see why you've done that now then. Maybe I can build you another cabinet? No, it's plastic it needs. That's going to be my problem, isn't it? How are we doing on that? Producing enough. We're filling up enough. Water is ticking over nicely. Okay, so we are completely out of plastic now. But I do need a wheat pad in here as soon as you are ready to produce one. Please. Oh, what's up, dude? Looking, his morale is low. How can I sort out morale? Colonist status, morale. Here we go. A bar, treadmill, components, video screens. Sleeping in a bed in a cabin. In a cabin? We can have cabins in this? Oh, they can have their own facilities. Okay. No, you can have a dorm at the moment. Stop being greedy. We're literally just starting this facility. Maybe in the future when, you know, everything works out perfectly, then we can have that. But not right now. Okay. So, to make 2 spares, we need bioplastic and that. Okay. So that should be okay. Then we've got 1 starch, so hopefully... Okay, this was 60... Whoa, that sounded close. Didn't it? That sounded really close. Right, so this stuff... That's fine, that's just going to be continually going. Meals we are low on, that is the problem. Oh, there are meals in here. But only 4. Have we got none in here? No, we've got meals in here as well. We've got vegetables that need to be moved around. He's unhappy, so he's going to stare at a plant. I feel sorry for these guys. Sandstorm imminent. Okay. That means power storage is going down because this is not producing. Ah, we desperately need to have a wind turbine then. Like that. They need power going through there. Right, so we've got 1 bioplastic. Is that going to be... No, that just needs that. So everyone should really be staying inside, but we are about to lose electricity before this is over. Alright, so let's turn up the speed a little bit, shall we? Are you guys actually going to go outside? You nut jobs. You're going to get injured, aren't you? Power storage critical. Yeah, I know this. We've now lost power. That's it. The base is now shut down. It's not producing oxygen anymore. Oh, no, wait a minute. We have literally just been saved because the thing just finished. Wow. That was good timing. So let's get this generating anyway. We need lots of power. Okay, so that's been built, that's been built. Okay, right, so that's going to be enough starch for that. So we've got... It's produced another bit of starch, so why don't we, at the same time, build... a maize paddy. That'd be useful. And maybe different bits of food would be nice. Do you think we can have that? That should do us enough food, I think, once that gets built up. Like, we have no... Yeah, I know we're demanding 3, but at the moment, I'm hoping that should be enough to start producing some meals. So this has always got meals in it. That seems to be working quite nicely. Medical bay is fine. How are we doing on... So yeah, we need this stuff being made constantly though, don't we? So can we actually build another one of these? We can. Why don't we just have that going? Then we can have 2 engineers working at the same time then. He's just taken it out of that machine to put it there to be built. That's nice. That's ingenious. I like that. So things are going well. We've got electricity. We've got plenty of water. Everything is running smoothly at the moment. Can I not build another food making? No, you would have thought that you could put like 2 in there sort of thing, but you can't. And their morale is low. That's not good. Maybe in the future we can get them something else. But spares are being kept low. But we only need 4 at any one time, I think. Actually, I should really upgrade that to 10, shouldn't I? Yeah, 10 sounds like a good one to have. Oh, but you can have bots, which would be quite useful in here, apparently. Oh no, I think that's just you can upgrade that later once you've got a bot workshop or something like that. So we've got plenty of food. Hopefully it's not deteriorating or anything like that. So we should have constant meals going. I just wish they would actually store their bloody meals. Okay, any 3 different vegetables is a salad. Wheat plus mushrooms is pasta. Wheat plus tomatoes is pasta. Pasta. Wheat plus any meat is a burger. Maize plus any meat is a burger. Okay. So I need to make a place that is going to be able to... Oh, a landing pad for trading ships. Awesome. Oh, water tank. That sounds very, very useful. Like that. Right, so mushroom pad has been built, so we are slowly building up food. Food resources is like one of the where was that? That sounded really close. I just got an achievement for Space Farmer. So what are we doing on our achievement ways? So we're filling up lots of water, which is always nice to have, seeing that we are currently expanding. So that looks pretty cool with its shields up as well. Not shields, but... So techs. So allows the construction of Goliath wind turbines, massive storage, mega collectors, a construction bot patent, GMAs, drills, super extractors, farming domes. Wow, they sound interesting. Milestones. Get new colonists to the base. Reach prestige 100. Reach population 100. Own 10 bots. Drain a lot of power. Build a monolith. Require 10 techs. Reach 300. Wow, so that's quite a lot of things to have, isn't it? So prestige at the moment is at 28. And our welfare is pretty decent. So that's okay, I can live with that. So maybe we should think about building them a multi-dome gym. Because we have one. Build it off that way. Can you actually build them off? You can build them off multiple sectors. I did not know you could do that. Oh, maybe that one's a bit too far away. The medical wing's only on its own. But when I get lots of resources, I think that would be the best option, really. Can I... I'm just going to do that like that now, so that they can walk across boundaries. I think that will make life a little bit easier for them to get around the base. We're going to need a lot of plasteel for that. Is it bioplastic? No, it's bioplastic, isn't it? Yeah, no. I keep saying plasteel. I don't know why. But yeah, that will keep... Well, that will build that one, put it that way, so they can walk through there instead of having to walk around, which may make life a little bit easier for them. So this one's making more steel. That could be making more... Yeah, you're making more starch. Nice. Because that only needs one over there, doesn't it? How are these going? Radish is going quite well. That's producing starch. You're okay. You're producing starch. So I've got 3 things producing starch. But these are going to start using up spares, aren't they? And spares are required by metal and plastics. Okay, so I think it's going to be a balance of repairing them and making sure everything's running fine. But guys, I think we're going to end it there for today, actually. So if you did like this then, guys, then please do hit the like button. And if you want to see more of this, because I am looking forward to continuing this, then please do subscribe. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.